Hello, Internet. My name is Justin, and I like things, and I would like coming up with an intro. Still haven't. Don't have anything resembling a real intro. And I'm doing a little more stuff on MitGo, and I've built a little silly deck. It's a Villainous Wealth deck. Its win con is Villainous Wealth, and technically Kiora, but really well, no, actually Kiora occasionally wins, but mostly Villainous Wealth. So it's Sultai. Had more hopes for that colored pairing, never really turned out. It's pretty much just got a control basis. Ultimate Price and Bile Blight. Right now it's 2 and 2. With the sideboard we got 2 more of each and we swap them out as need be. Guild. Really useful in this deck. It exiles, which is nice. It's only sorcery speed and it costs 4, but it lets you put a little tiny little mana rock in play, which you can use to cook off the Villainous Wealths. Crux of Faith. Fate, not Faith. Because my creatures are just mana rocks, so if my opponent's sort of beginning to outpace me, just reset the board state. Or if my opponent for some reason has dragons, destroy the dragons, keep the board state. Yeah. Some Dissolve, Counterspell with Scry 1, Treasure Cruise. Gotta throw in at least 1 cruise if you're running blue. Kiora either bubbles till your next turn an opponent's permanent can't deal or receive damage. Don't ever throw that on a Pain land if they're out of creatures. They get free mana. Or draw a card and play a land to make the X on Villainous Wealth bigger. Kiora's Followers, because I can't afford Courser of Krufix, Elvish Mystic, Sylvan Caryatid. These are really good against red deck wins. 3 toughness and hexproof. They can't burn it. Their creatures have a hard time smashing through it. Nothing in that deck starts with 3 power. The only thing that naturally gets 3 power is Rabble Master. If they want to burn a lot, they can either try and throw a pump spell, in which case they're using a pump spell to kill it, or they can throw out some burn to the dome or to a mystic on a swift spear. But either way, they have to at least tie for card advantage against it. Sultai Charms, cast them as Naturalize, as Catalog, as another ultimate price. So you can see heavy sort of land base. I almost went everything as dual colored, but I kept some of the originals in case, like, one turn I want to play an original for Villainous Wealth. Tap lands put me back a little too much. So Villainous Wealth, in case you don't know what it is, it's full Sultai X. Target opponent exiles the top X cards of their library. You may cast any number of non-land cards with converted mana X or less among them without paying their mana cost this turn. So that's where it gets interesting, in that they need converted mana cost X or less. In Delve decks, you need to get a really high X for this to have value. Tasker, I think, is 6. Grimangler is, 7? Against red deck wins, cast it for 4. No problem. That plays like everything in their library. Including Stoke, which is expensive because it has Convoke on it. Against control decks, you need like at least 6 to play a lot of their dragons. And you have to play around counters. So this is also against control decks: Merciless Executioner, Tandil, Frost Regent, Drown in Sorrow against the red decks, extra guild. Have a foil, Silence the Believers. Duress also against control decks. This is fun. Instant speed, can hit multiple targets, exiles them, and all auras. That was mostly just relevant in Theros draft or limited. Then a Garruk against Planeswalker heavy decks. I only have the one Hero's Downfall, so having another way to nerf Planeswalkers is good. Anyway, so let's just begin.